Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said. So I'm your host, Kagiso Tlongwane, host is in Chiva Sol, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we are addressing the live that the president of the Patriotic Alliance, Gayton Mckenzie, had. And I said, I said in my videos about him, there's a shot that I made. I said the next live that he's going to have is going to determine the direction of which his political career is going to go. And I was 1 billion% right about that, because I said he must consult, he must go and do research himself, he must make sure that when he comes back, his story is straight, he must apologize, he must do all of those things. And if you were watching the live with me, he did almost all of those things. You can see that he consulted very properly. He came back strong, and now he is a person who explained everything. Now, tomorrow morning I'll make another video. I'll make another video for you guys. But in this video, I just wanted to touch on some of the things that he said, because I think they are very important. Before I sleep, I don't want to tomorrow morning leave this thing hanging. I want to touch on this thing now. Number one, Shakir. Gayton Mckenzie says years ago he was having an argument with Shakir. And Shakir is the one that posted the issue of saying he can call black people with the K word is the same as calling Indians with the other K word, and colored people with I think it's Bushmen or something like that. He said he retweeted it, but in retweeting it, he put the word bullshit before the tweet. So he showed us on his phone. He said, I tweeted this. This is what I said. So I was not the one who was using the K word. Where I used the K word, I was using it as a quote. You understand? Yeah. He said I was quoting someone else, so I used this word, but I then said, oh, I'm quoting this person. I think it's Mckenzie or something like that. So that's what he said, and then he said a lot of things, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm going to break down for you guys tomorrow. From his upbringing, which school he went, wherever. He was addressing that because, of course, he was, some people said he's Zimbabwean. I don't know who said that, but some people said he's Zimbabwean. Very interesting. He said from his father's side, because I think Makena, people were saying his father changed the same name from Makena also, and nobody believed that. But anyway, his father's side, his father's father was Japanese and his father's mother was Irish. Yeah, that's what he said. Okay, I've got a lot of notes here, but that's what he said. He's mixed in that sense, and it is his mother who is Sotho, and he says he speaks Sesotho very well. That's what he said. So that's something that we're going to talk about in the video tomorrow. He's not proud of some of the tweets that are out there, that he spoke all of those crazy things, and he says, I was reckless. I was. I don't know if he says he was young, but he says we were still chasing that life. We were living the not caring life because we did not have politics in our mind. Him and Kenny Kunene was defending Kenny Kunene. He said Kenny Kunene was talking a lot of shit because Kenny Kunene was this guy who was chasing the hype, was chasing the limelight and everything. That's why Kenny Kunene did all of those things. So he's not denying what they said in those things. So he says we can accuse him of everything. We can say he is what did he say? We can call him an asshole. We can call him stupid. We can call him all of those words, and he will plead guilty to those things. But we cannot call him racist because he is half black and he identifies as black. Then you will hear in the live, if you are watching, he identifies as black, but he identifies as colored. And he says he kind of approves that tweet by saying, listen, we colored people, we grew up, this word is a word that is used smart and Japela. Other dark colors were called the kefi or something. They were called the K word just in Jepela, and we did not see anything wrong. And that's where the colored people don't understand the black stance when it comes to the word. Understand? Maybe they use it in their community to downgrade another colored person for having a skin color. But in our community as African blacks, we don't use that word. We don't. We don't. We don't. The way the colored people will use it to insult another colored person for having a hair texture like mine, or having a skin color darker than mine. Those things don't fly in the black community. They just don't. We never adopted or used that word in Jepela. We don't like that word, and that's it. You understand? Because our grandparents never played around with that word. I think if our grandparents used that word more, we would have also used it, like the N word that is used in America. But in South Africa, our black parents who experience apartheid take very big offense to that word till today. So that's what Gayton was saying. Gayton has got children with a black mother, so he's confused what his children are. Are they colored or are they black, and all of those things. He says that is the dynamics of being a colored person. You understand? So he says he welcomes that they've taken him to the Human Rights Commission. The investigation can go. And some of the tweets, I think they still stand, because he's not denying all of them. He's just saying, I am not racist, because in the PA, I have removed colored people and placed the black people. I have removed colored people and placed white people. I've made sure that all the representative in terms of Indian colored, black and white is represented in the PA structure. That's what Gayton Mckenzie says. And that's what you will hear a lot of times when you speak to I'm now not speaking about Gayton, about many racists. They will say, how can you say I'm racist? I've got 4 workers, they are black. I've got 4. Okay, let me make this example. You say someone, you are homophobic, you hate gay people. So how can you say I hate gay people? I've got a gay friend. So having a gay friend disqualifies them from hating gay people. Those type of reasonings that were brought in here. He told us about how he grew up. The first time he went to Zimbabwe was in 2006. When he went to the Vic Falls and all of those things. He explained all of those things, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to break them down nicely, quoting him word for word in terms of what he said, because it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So now the question then becomes, some of the tweets are fake. AI in today's world can fake anything. Any one of us can suffer with a victim to AI, cyber bullying, cyber crime, people faking your account. So he says some of the tweets, it's not his, some of them are his. And the majority of those that are his, he says even himself, he looks at those tweets and he cringes. It's like, hey, did I really say that? What was going through my mind when I said that? He's not proud. He's not proud of those things. But he says, in all of those things, you cannot say he is a racist because of, half black, half colored, and half other things. So that's what Gayton Mckenzie says. He says he respects the president of South Africa. Excuse me, guys. He respects the president of South Africa, but he's not. He does not beg for the job. He says the blue lights and everything, having a driver, private protectors, and all of those things is not something that he is chasing like other members that we know. And Gayton is right in that. He's not really chasing that stuff. He already had blue lights. He already had private security. He already had people driving him. It is true. He's not chasing those things. Understand it? But he says. There's a propaganda that is being pushed by Herman Mashaba and Julius Malema, who are trying to take him down because they see him as a threat. He has won by-elections in Johannesburg, where no other party outside the DA and the ANC has. He has won by-elections in the Western Cape, where no other party than than the DA in Cape Town. No other party than the DA and the ANC has won. So he's saying they see him as a threat to Herman Mashaba and all of those people, and that is why they are attacking him and trying to take him out. And he says Herman Mashaba and Julius Malema will meet on the ballot paper on 2026 local election. So let me just cook what I'm cooking, and we will definitely talk about this more. It's good that he came out and did this live, clarified a lot of things, but there's a but in other things that he says about colored people and his mentality of black people and all of those things. You see, he turns around very quickly and says, but yeah, we are colored people. You guys have treated us, it's over. You guys disrespecting us and everything is over. So he clearly identifies more as a colored. He identifies as a colored. He does not identify as a colored. He is a colored. You know, I think that must be made clear. He is a colored. There's something that he said that I did not understand actually in my closing remarks. As he said, coloreds can be identified as black according to legislature, but they can't be identified as African. Yes, he said that. And I was like, hey, he says legislature-wise, coloreds are not African, but they can be classified as black, you know, historically disadvantaged people, including the Indians and all that. But he says they are not African. Maybe he's speaking about himself with this Irish and Japanese, lineage. I don't know. I have to make some research on that. So that is what Gayton Mckenzie said right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's 4 pages of notes as he was talking, and I was like, okay, now I'll make a video, but I was like, this can't wait for tomorrow because the people said they wanted to hear about Gayton Mckenzie. I was waiting for this live. He said he's gonna send 2 tweets. 2 posts that explain everything in terms of the post and all of that. So we have to listen to this. He welcomes that the Human Rights Commission is going to investigate this whole thing. He is happy to answer there. He says, you can accuse me of all the things, but you cannot accuse me of racism. Thank you so much, guys. Let's meet on the flip side.